All right, in this week's blog post, we're going to go over some events that are going to be going on next week where we're going to be getting access to not only blade orbs, but blade shards. We're also going to go over the Scarlet Witch Zombie unlocks, which is epic, and it doesn't look great. A lot of conversations about how Scarlet Witch Zombie is going to be released is going to be similar to that of Captain Britain and or like the other zombies. So we're going to go over that, and this is the blog post. Now, the blog post that we're going to go over here is in PDF format, and so some of it's a little bit unpolished compared to what will be published on the website. Greetings, Commander. Here's your battle plan for, like there, the dates aren't on there. October 28th, so next Monday, Strike Pass featuring Sentinel, purchase on web for additional value. So this is something new. If you buy Ultra Cores on the web store, there was always a bonus, right? And then you could buy in-game the Strike Pass or on the website. Now they're incentivizing people to buy it on the website. It's not a lot, but it is bonus stuff. I think it's 50 silver diamond credits or so. I have to go look at it, or dark diamond credits, but it's 50. It's not a lot, but bonus stuff is bonus up. Scarlet Witch Zombie becomes available, and she's going to be epic. So Captain Britain's epic. So is Zombie Iron Man and Zombie Juggernaut. And so we're going to try to go over that and see how bad it's going to be or how good it's going to be. It doesn't look great. Doesn't look as bad as Captain Britain, though. Red Dead Rematch, Dark Hawk Blitz, Overwhelming Hunger, Sugar Rush Web Milestone, which is pretty easy to finish, and the Night Raid Alliance Vet. And the only thing that's of high interest, we'll go over the events, is the rewards and then the extra points you can get on the Undying in war if you have them at the higher gear tiers. In fact, they incentivize taking some of them up to gear tier 19. Now, we do have a data mine. Sentinel is going to be the Strike Pass, so that's going to be on Monday. And then the following Monday will be the Battle Pass. And according to the data mine, it's going to be Gladiator and Gore shards along with T4 ability materials. So that will be the Battle Pass, which is going to be a week from this upcoming Monday, according to the data mine. Now, this isn't the data mine right here, but it is also at the end of the blog post, but we can go over it now since we've got it on the screen. Diamond Dawn orbs are going away, and so they are suggesting that you open them now. Now, the Diamond Dawn orbs are not great because they have a 50% chance of having a 7 red. So those will be going away, and the suggestion is that you open them now because they're going to be disappearing from the game. In general, Diamond orbs have been monstrous letdowns for me because they're just so random altogether. All right, Ghost Rider Quick Grumble. So let's go and talk about the zombie Scarlet Witch, which is going to be an epic character. Add a major undead magic to your Undying squad with Scarlet Witch Zombie. Rises on October 28th, Monday. Flip, bleed, shield allies from trauma, deny enemy revive, and summon Juggernaut Zombie with this undead support. And I think the main thing that, from what I can see, and I haven't play tested this yet, is like that Scarlet Zombie goes early in the match and applies bleed, and it gets the passive on Zombie Iron Man to start going off early, and that's kind of important. And there were stat reworks on the 3 existing characters which are already in game. Offers: Scarlet Witch Zombie is an epic character, and her character shards will only be available for purchase and to earn via events for a limited time. After her limited run, her shards will be unavailable until next year. Take advantage of this opportunity to unlock and power her up. So the only positive thing that I could take from this is that maybe we're going to get access to Juggernaut Zombie. It's a little bit baffling to me right now that we don't have access in a farmable way to Juggernaut Zombie. And I know a lot of people made comments to me is like, why would I want to buy Scarlet Witch Zombie if I don't have access to the Juggernaut? Which is true. It's like an actual reasonable objection. Absolutely. Offers: starting the same day, head to the supply store for exclusive offers available for 3 days. Special web deal. Be sure to check out the web store for special deals for 200 shards and a 4 red star of Scarlet Witch Zombie. Unlock more with special deals. Grab a deal to unlock additional offers that will reveal themselves upon your next login or visit. These limited time deals offer gold, training modules, and other vital resources to boost your roster. I kind of feel like this seems more in alignment with what they did with Zombie Juggernaut and Zombie Iron Man. And because it's a war team, I guess they'll probably get use outside of war. We'll see. I haven't done the testing, but it's primarily a war team, right? And I don't feel like this is as offensive as Captain Britain was. Captain Britain, to me, seemed completely pay to play, pay to win, completely free to play, unfriendly. This feels, even though it's not necessarily free to play friendly, this feels more in alignment with the other zombies that we had, the year before and the year before. And the thing I do like about this is I'm hoping that they'll continue to do this every year, kind of like this. Like every year they add a new character and the team remains relevant. It's just the idea in itself is appealing to me around the Halloween time. Undying Orb. Grab even more Scarlet Witch Zombie character shards from this orb. Each Undying Orb guarantees drops of her shards with each orb, and also contains shards for Juggernaut. See, because we don't have good access to Juggernaut right now, and Juggernaut needs stats. It needs stats. And it's also worth pointing out that there is a way of Scarlet Witch Zombie reintroducing a zombie Juggernaut with her passive, and I think that's going to work similar to the way that Magic works with Phoenix, where the stats are going to be based off of the character that is spawning or summoning the character. So the stats on Scarlet Witch Zombie might also matter a lot if the stats of that zombie Juggernaut are going to be based off of Scarlet Witch Zombie's stats. Just keep that in mind. And each also contains shards for Juggernaut Zombie, Iron Man Zombie, and Hela. Make sure you earn as many Undying Orbs as you can during the Red Dead rematch event, which is outlined below. And we'll go over that. The Hunger and Thirst Week 2. Don't forget the Hunger and the Thirst challenges are going on now. You can utilize Scarlet Witch Zombie on the Hunger challenges. So make sure you unlock and power up to help your Undying team grab these limited time rewards. And I was able to get through the hardest difficulty of the Hunger part of this event without her. I was able to use just the 3-piece that's been in the game. Now the Thirst challenges, that is not possible. I think a lot of people are getting stuck on tier 3, and I was barely able to clear the 5th difficulty with a 3-star Man Thing, 3-star Blade, 3-star Oath. But all of those characters were at gear tier 19, and most of them were at purple ISO 3, 2 of them at purple ISO 2. But it's like a maxed out team, level 100, of course. So it seems to me that the Thirst side of this was much harder than the Hunger side. Red Dead Rematch. Dig up Scarlet Witch Zombie shards and power up your Undying team during Red Dead Rematch. Join Hela as she unleashes Scarlet Witch Zombie and the rest of her undead team as she seeks revenge on Ares. Mission requirements. So this is going to be like a normal thing that we've had with characters and their showcase and things like that. Feel the Scarlet Witch Zombie adds to her Undying squad with a mission provided team, and the requirements will be above level 28, which is probably like the first week. First time rewards, golden trading orb fragments, and character shards, and character shards. We'll have to see. Our requirements will bring your 400 characters. First time reward will be the following: character shards, 4 red stars for Juggernaut Zombie, and various promotion credits. Standard rewards: Undying orb fragments, premium orb fragments, basic orb fragments, gold, and experience. So it looks like it's going to basically, it's just going to, all this bonus stuff is going to be based off of the star level of your Scarlet Witch Zombie. I mean, it does have the other 3 Undyings, but I'm going to guess that most people's Undying is going to be smaller than the Scarlet Witch Zombie, unless there's people out there that don't have Zombie Juggernaut. And then again, Scopely, what is the incentive to get Scarlet Witch Zombie if there's no reasonable access to Zombie Juggernaut, which came out a year ago? And so there are the rewards. Let's go down a little bit. We got the Friday free claim. This happens every Friday. Sometimes this comes in a little bit late. Combat tooltips improvements, and I was super excited about this. This was actually in the patch notes. We're updating character combat tooltips to make finding important character information mid-battle easier. When the update goes live, long press on a character's positive effects, negative effects, or health bar during a battle to open new improved combat tooltip outlining. Now, this is not live currently. Current positive effects and negative effects on a character. That's going to be useful because the way it is right now sometimes extends over the top of the screen, and it's hard to see exactly what negative effects are up on or how many charges they have. It's kind of a mess. Ability energy. This is going to be monstrous. Now, we saw this on the screenshot for Null, where we could see the cooldowns of the Null boss in Battle World. And my understanding, and I think this is going to be insanely useful, and my interpretation of the way this is going to work is that we'll be able to hold down on our opposing's Mephisto, and we'll be able to see if he's going to ult next. That is huge. Stats, base and current. Now, keep in mind that ability descriptions will only appear on player-owned characters, including enemies and PvP modes. So, but I believe from the way that I read it, like if you're in arena, you'll be able to see the ability energy of your opponent because those are player control. They're not PvE characters, right? So we'll have to see. Keep in mind ability description. So it's only talking about ability descriptions right here that you won't be able to see, but ability energy you should. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I hope it works the way I think it's going to work, where we'll be able to see the ability energy. I mean, this is nice right here, ability descriptions, but the ability energy to me is more very important. So if you unlock a specific character, you want to be able to access the above details until you do. Enemy mission characters and mission provided player characters will not display descriptions. All right, we're going to get into the events. Overwhelming hunger, satisfying, unrelenting hunting for blade character shards, which is nice, and undying orb fragments. Sorry, no brains. Well, sorry that they're orbs. I don't know if people like orbs. We're going to go over a post of people just not liking orbs. I do have a chart here, which I'm not going to go over in great detail, outlining what the rewards are going to be, but you can see that it starts off at 10 blade, another 10 blade, 15 blade, 25 blade, 40 blade. I have not done the math to see how easy it's going to be doing that, but a lot of it is earn undying orb fragments, get a point, earn overwhelming hunger milestone points, get a point, war battles 1,000, and then the rest of it's going to be paced off of the gear tier levels of the Undying characters, which is going to be Hela, Iron Man, and Zombie Juggernaut, and there are more points at gear tier 19. I'm in a position where I was able to 19 the 3 existing characters, so I'm going to be in good shape, but I know a lot of people are, it's not a priority. It's not a priority to 19 those characters for most people because it's a war team, right? And I don't know if it's going to be useful. I suspect it will be useful. The Undying team will be useful in Crucible, but on offense, not on defense. Then there's one more event that's of interest. This one right here, Sugar Rust, which is on the web store. We've had this a couple times right here. Relatively easy. Night Raid. Unite your alliance to collect silver bullets in the Night Raid. Earn points by battling in raids and collecting allied supply. 6 orb fragments. Stock up on silver bullets to continue your midnight hut domination. Start raiding on the 28th. Here's the chart for that. It's orb fragments, and I don't know how excited I'm going to be with orb fragments, and there's going to be bonus points for raiding with Blade, Odin, and Man-Thing, as one would expect. I feel like the rest of the blog post is the same and not much to cover other than the Diamond Dawn Orb again is going away, so open them now. Now, something of interest, they've updated the website, so this is the Age of X, and we had Old Man Logan and Odin. It looks like they added Shadow Kingpin. I keep calling him Kingpin, but it's Shadow King, right? All right, I want to just go over this. Winning strategy for opening Nightstock Orbs. This made me giggle. Absolutely made me giggle. Hoard them until you have a crazy amount, then open all of them at once. That way you only get kicked in the nuts once, as opposed to over and over again. Thanks for attending my tech talk. There are 15,000 Mephistos in the game, and then I think there's like 3,300 Odins, and I think this is kind of interesting, and I really hope that Scopely does this. There was an announcement about Thunderbolts, and we're going to be getting an opportunity to vote on what characters rework. Now, they have not given us a list of what the options are going to be, but I think this is a fantastic suggestion. Thunderbolts deserve a Sinister Six-like rework. I love the Sinister Six reworks. And some of the characters that this post is suggesting would be Winter Soldier, Ghost, Taskmaster, Yelena, Red Guardian, U.S. Agent, Zemo, and Red Hulk. When I was looking at the artwork for the movie on the Screen Rant website, the artwork had these characters and then also, and I don't remember her name, but the Julia Dreyfus character, so which is not in the game. And then there were some other spoiler type things of other characters that were going to be in the movie, and I'm curious if those characters are the one that are going to make it into the game. We don't know. And then also someone here, something we all can agree on, if Red Hulk is voting option. If is a keyword there, I don't know. For the rework for Thunderbolts, we have to vote for him. I agree. I also have, back in the day, I really loved Ghost's kit, and I also really like Zemo's kit, but I don't know who's going to be on the list for the voting. And the way the voting is supposed to work is that there's going to be a list of characters, which they have not said yet, and then you can vote. And typically the way the voting works is you can vote every day for a certain number of days, but you only get one vote, and the top 2 picks will get reworks. Okay, like Moon Knight. Moon Knight was something we all can agree on. Okay, we read that. RNG method for character is ass when they're all 100 shard unlocks. I want to play a Marvel game, not Marvel slot machine. Yep, this is a reoccurring post. People do not like this, and they go into the reasons why they do not like this. But this random element is a thing in other mobile titles, but it has not been oppressive here in Marvel Strike Force in the way that it is now. What did they expect? That they were just going to change the way that the game works fundamentally to a different system? There's a post like this almost every single day ever since they pivoted to this new method. I don't think it's great. I'm just saying, always there's a post about that. And then this post made me giggle. I got to tell you, most of the time Reddit, the subreddit here, is helpful. Just got Apocalypse worth upgrading. Just got a big boy Apocalypse already upgraded to Gear Tier 16. However, going further costs a lot of resources. If it worth it, what is he good for? And I thought people were going to be helpful, but yes, lol. Adding to lol with more lol. This is a 3x. I mean, this is the, yes. Upgrade Apocalypse. Apocalypse is probably still a top 5 character. I'm using Apocalypse in Arena, and the main thing is Apocalypse does his ultimate, which is devastating and does a lot of really cool things, but then he goes into that super basic, which does 60% max health. It almost deletes most characters. Apocalypse is great. And the other thing too, his passive does a couple really cool things. Prevents safeguard and spawn. So Ares also has that. But that's very impactful, right? And then also he has like stat boosts to his allies, and it's not tied to a team. I believe it's 25% damage and 25% health. It's kind of a big deal. Apocalypse is getting more use right now, currently, because of the kits and things like that, than Super Scroll. Some people might argue that Apocalypse is better than Super Scroll. Anyways, let me know what you think in the comment section. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye for now.